pre-game deployment. Primary objective is target acquired is the hangars. So we got our 6 hangars down the middle, and then we need to take out that one. So this is the units we have deployed. Our archer here. Hunchback. What are these?
They're being used as peregrine assault shots.
Peregrines and troops. So we're looking at the end of turn 1. We have some of the mechs moving up, the archers move, hunchbacks move, not much else is going on there. All the fun has been happening at this end of the table. So we have the trebuchet that's been shooting its LRMs in onto the battlemaster, doing some damage. The Wolverine dropped in, would have been due to land on the Panther's hex, but thankfully missed, scattered and fell on his drop. Battlemaster came down fine, the Charger came down fine, and the Awesome would have been due to come down on the hex 1115 beside the Charger there, but scattered and missed, landed on his face on a level 3 heavy. So he's going to have fun getting up off of that one. So that's how it's looking at the end of turn 1. We have the end of turn 2. We had the archer and the trebuchet absolutely pounding the snot out of the Awesome.
Yeah.
The Charger rocked up and he's destroyed 2 of our objectives here. So we destroyed 2 hangars out of the 6 in total. The main objectives are to destroy the hangars and the comms building over here. The hunchback has moved up. These are peregrines.
Peregrine attack choppers, yeah.
Peregrines have moved up. They're at level 1. Yeah, level 1. And we had the Wolverine, which is the guy beside the level 1 building. He opened up and managed to hit with his SRM6 against the trebuchet. He tried to throw a punchback at the Panther and missed. The Panther didn't get any of his shots on the Wolverine, but he missed with his kick as well. Still standing. The Battlemaster managed to get 2 medium lasers onto the Panther and managed to get a kick in as well. So we've yeah, that's how it's looking so far. We've gotten a few hits on the Panther and the Awesome has taken a beating. We've got 2 of the 6 hangars destroyed. That's how it's looking at the end of turn 2. So before we remove them from the table, we've gone to the physical phase
Turn 3.
of turn 3, and the Charger has decided to punch each of the Peregrines once and needed 10s? 9s. And this is what he rolled for his punches. Looking at the end of turn 3, things of note, we had our Charger doing his double punch, one for each Peregrine. He went fisticuffs on those guys. So the Charger managed to punch 2 Peregrines out of the sky simultaneously. The Awesome decided to leap off of the building and made an absolute arse of it and landed on his face, but managed to avoid damage in damaging the pilot. But he managed to critical his right leg and his left leg and do a fair chunk of damage to himself. So yeah, the Awesome pretty much did nothing this turn.
But he is off the building.
He is off the level 3 now, so I suppose that's something. And then we had the grand melee over here where the Panther got kicked by the Battlemaster in his fresh leg and got a heat sink taken out because it went in. The Hunchy missed with the AC-20, thankfully, and yeah, there wasn't really much that connected over here. The Battlemaster hit the Hunchback, which is here, the guy there in the middle with what, 3 meds?
3 medium lasers and a couple of SRMs onto the Hunchback, and just basically kicks on the Panther.
Yeah, a couple of kicks on the Panther. That's all that really happened over here. No more hangars destroyed as of yet, or the control tower. So the end of turn 4, the Archer unloaded on the Battlemaster, didn't he?
No, the Archer fired 2 medium lasers.
2 medium lasers
at
at the Charger.
The Trebuchet unloaded on the Battlemaster, as did the Hunchback.
So Trebuchet and Hunchback unloaded on the Battlemaster, and they are in on his
Left leg.
left leg, which took a fair old chunk of damage. So this is how the Battlemaster is looking. He's gone internal on the left leg. The Awesome took a
Plinking from the infantry.
Yeah, took a golden BB, which took out his right torso, one of the critical slots for the PPC. Because there's an infantry in a level 3 beside him there. The Battlemaster opened up on the Hunchback. The Wolverine tried to open up on the Panther. And not much else. There's a lot of armor stripped. Mostly the Battlemaster taking a hit. Oh, and the Charger, yeah, managed to score a few large laser hits against the Trebuchet.
A few. He's
in a bad way. We'll get the Trebuchet's we'll get the Trebuchet's sheet out there. He's he's a fair chunk of armor missing off of his center to right side.
And the Panther is.
And the Panther's taking a fair chunk of damage as well. He's been stripped on both legs and the right torso, so yeah, we're taking a fair bit of damage there. Another hangar is being kicked to oblivion by the Charger, so there's 3 hangars left, and the control room, which is that one there, I do believe. Yeah. And that's the end of turn 4. So at the end of turn 5, we had the Trebuchet outmaneuvering the Charger, losing initiative again didn't help.
Yeah, cooked itself and did shy off.
He's cooking now. And we have the Hunchback has hit again with another AC-20 and stripped the armor off of the other leg of the Battlemaster, so now both of his legs are gone internal. At this point, the Wolverine jumped back a bit and tried throwing in some shots against the Hunchback, didn't really get much. And the Awesome, which is down to 2 PPCs and his legs are both wrecked. He's down to minimum movement.
Yep.
Yeah, this is how it's looking. You have these platoons. This is a rifle platoon over here that's constantly tormenting the poor Awesome that can't really get away. And then we have the SRM platoon here that are chucking rockets whenever they get the chance, when anything gets close enough. So yeah, that's how it's looking. Lost a fair chunk of armor. Take another AC-20 hit. And that's the end of turn 5. No more hangars have been destroyed as of yet. The reason why the Awesome didn't kick is because his legs are wrecked.
Well, he needs to have 2 functioning hips and he's only got 1 functioning hip.
Yeah, he's lost his hip on the right leg and the lower actuator, and he's lost the foot actuator on the left leg when he leapt off that building, so there you go. So we've got a lot of fire coming in from the Archer, doing a fair old chunk of damage. The poor Awesome has taken a beating from the Hunchback. Went on his ass from the damage. He's lost his left arm now. He got a kick off of the Hunchback. Yeah, he's the Awesome's not looking too happy at the moment. This is how it's looking for him. He's lost the left arm. Again, his movement is absolutely crippled. So he's from leaping off that building. Remind me never to leap off of buildings again. Yeah, the Charger took a bit of damage, but it is what it is. We managed to get another hangar there with the Wolverine, so we have 2 hangars left and the control room still, and we're trying to drive him off. We have the Panther, his force withdrawal. He lost his right torso to the large laser from the Charger, so right torso's gone, PPC's gone, so he's force withdrawal. That's how we're looking at the end of turn 6. We're looking at the end of turn 7. We had the Archer and the Trebuchet lending in more fire support. The Wolverines taking some internal damage. Yeah, it was a floating critical, wasn't it? Right leg, got a floating critical to the right leg. He lost his actuator on one of his jump jets, so his movement is down to a 464 on the Wolverine, which is this guy if you're new. That's the Wolverine there. And the Wolverine and the Charger tried throwing some shots into the rear of the Hunchback, but like terrible dice rolling. The numbers are pretty bad for the Battlemaster and the Awesome. The only things we managed to do was get the last of the hangar. This got kicked to pieces by the Battlemaster, that hangar, and then the Awesome threw in 2 PPCs into this hangar here and destroyed it. And the Panther is still force withdrawal. These troops have jetpacks, by the way. That's why they're able to zip around and be a pain in my ass. And that's how we're looking at the end of Turn 7. We had the end of Turn 8 here. The Battlemaster ended up on his ass and fell and lost his right arm. So the Battlemaster is looking a bit worse for wear, and he's actually forced withdrawal now that I look at it because of his legs, that right arm. I did it to myself. I got rolling critical, 3 crits, so Battlemaster's forced withdrawal. The Awesome took a sensor hit, so he's +2 to hit, and he's in bad shape, but he's only in on 2 locations, so he's not withdrawn yet. He's lost a PPC or 2. We're throwing a fair few shots into the Hunchback, but just can't really connect through and get him. We did 1/3 of the damage, so it's a CR90 building, the control building. We did 30 points of damage this turn. And that's how it's looking. So this is the end of Turn 8. My mechs are slowly falling apart. And yeah, that's how we're looking. We're just trying to get rid of that building and reduce one of his mechs even, and we're happy out. So that's the end of Turn 8. My god, lads. The poor Awesome. The poor Awesome. Took how many points of damage this turn?
Over 60.
Took over 60 points of damage. And he's still standing. Well, I can see why they call them Awesomes now. It won't. It just won't. Alright, fair enough. So yeah, the Awesome is defiant to the end. The Hunchback got hit in the...
The money shot was the left torso, where there was 1 ammo bin left, 1 critical, only thing that could be critted. Actually, sorry. Yeah, doesn't matter. He's forced to draw either way.
Right, so, do you want me to roll the ammo bin?
Roll 1 dice. 1 to 2, 1 to 3. You actually got the empty ammo bin.
Oh.
But you had multiple pilot hits.
Oh, so
he was unconscious anyway.
Yeah, so he's unconscious.
Yeah.
The building got kicked over. Way. So we've knocked out the building. So the Hunchback's unconscious.
Trebuchet.
The Trebuchet is taking a beating.
All that Charger has to do is come over and look at it.
And we'll get him.
Yeah. Which means that at that point the archer and the infantry are going to shag off.
Yeah. So we've done enough, I think, at this stage. So yeah, we're calling it. Turn 9. We've managed to, I don't know how the hell this Awesome is still standing. It's like forced withdrawal, but its minimum movement means I can't. I can move it, yeah, I can try and move it 1 hex. So yeah, that's the end of Turn 9, and my god, the repair bill is going to be massive. Absolutely massive. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.